Stephen Baldwin had kind of a wild journey. I feel like he got there and was pretty into it. He was able to complete the first task. He's talking about how he's like trained and, worked with military before for TV or something. I don't know what he was saying. But then, all of a sudden he's feeling injured. He goes to the doctor and he had kind of a weird confrontation with the doctor. What did you guys make of what was happening with Stephen?
I'll let Billy start.
I think he's a classic example of, oh my God, this is real.
Right.
This is real.
He was not expecting that. And and I think he got mentioned in the show, he liked when he was doing something that looked James Bondish.
Heroic.
Diving onto an helicopter. And he did well on it. Great. Well done. But when it comes to the rest of it, carrying the burden, running, being wet, he did not want to know.
Showing
when he
up
got
on time.
uncomfortable, unfortunately, he was looking for excuses.
Yep.
And we've heard a million excuses. We hear it all the time. And, he was looking for an easy way out where he didn't have to embarrass himself by saying, this is too hard. And the truth is, it was too hard. All right, he's 50-something years old. But I mean, I'm older than him. Yeah, I'm still doing it.
We had Carrie Hart. We're older than him, or at least as old, and Billy's older than him. What's awesome about this program, Special Forces, is it really is a window into military life. Now, when you watch military movies, it's combat, it's badass, it's heroic. Most of military life is discipline, hurrying up as fast as possible to make a timeline. It's cleaning, it's taking orders, and it's going on long hikes and walks with.
It's uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable. It's not glamorous. Our course is the same way. Of course, we do some really badass helicopter work, ocean work, things from heights and cliff assaults, things of that nature. And that's the more exotic stuff. But the day-to-day is showing up where you're supposed to show up, listening to what needs to get done, and then executing it. And that's what you do every day. And that's...
I don't think people are used to being called out. I don't think he likes being called out.
Right.
At the end of the day, what we say is what we see. He's getting shouted at for a reason. He's getting pushed for a reason.
Yes.
And he didn't like it. He's used to stopping when he wants, doing what he wants. That didn't happen. And I think that reality...
There's no cut.
That reality,
like on a set.
Yes.
Right.
That reality kicked in quickly with him. And he was already... Not only was he fighting the elements and what we were putting for him, he's finding his own mind of how he's portraying himself and how he's going to work his way out of this. We see it a million times, you can tell straight away. And it's generally the men that do it. Women just go, mindset, we're getting on with this.
Yeah.
And that's what they, when people accept what they've come into, because, he's a smart guy. He must have, he did his research.
Yeah.
He did military training, apparently. He's done quite a bit before. He must have spoken to people who've been on the show.
Yeah.
So he knew what he was coming into, but the reality of thinking he knows and then turning up, that's what caught him. And he was like, how now do I work my way out of this? By a crazy conversation with the doctor.
He had a gig.
Yeah.
He cannot get injured.
I think after that conversation with the doctor had PTSD.
Yeah. The doctor's face was pretty incredible. I was like, I don't know why you're telling this to me.
Yeah, the doctor's great.
Yeah.
Great guy.
I was like, this poor doctor is getting yelled at by